Hi, my name is Carrie Michael, and today I will start our group film critic presentation with the first element of fiction, which is plot. Plot refers to how the author arranges events to develop the basic idea and the sequence of events in a story or play. There are five essential parts of plot, which is the first one is the exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and the last one is the resolution. I will start with the first film, which is Maleficent 2014. This film started with the story when Maleficent was a little girl and she lived in the kingdom named Mars. She met with Stefan and she fall in love with him. The rising action for this film is when Stefan steals Maleficent's wings in order to become a king. On the christening party for King Stephen's daughter, Princess Aurora, Maleficent comes and curses the princess that she will sleep like death before the sunset on her 16th birthday when she pricks her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel. The climax for this story is when Maleficent started to love Aurora and she wished to break the curse, but the curse cannot be broken as Maleficent said. No power on earth can break the curse but a true love kiss. The following action is when Princess Aurora pricked her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel on her 16th birthday, and it turned out that Maleficent was her true love. When Maleficent kissed her forehead and the curse has been broken. The resolution for this film is when King Stephen died and Maleficent get back her wings that were stolen by King Stephen. The kingdom was unified and Princess Aurora became the princess of the Moors. Meanwhile, the plot for Sleeping Beauty 1959. This film started on the day Princess Aurora was born, and all are invited to the palace to celebrate the day. The rising action is when Maleficent shows up and she was offended because she was the only one that is not invited to the party. Maleficent then put the curse on the baby that the princess will die on her 16th birthday when she pricked her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel. But the fairy godmother Meriwether turned the curse around by casting a spell that Princess Aurora will not die but fall into a deep sleep, and she will only be awakened by a true love kiss. The three fairy godmother, Flora, Fauna, and Meriwether then bring Aurora deep in the forest and rest her. The climax for this film is when on Aurora's 16th birthday, she met with Prince Philip, the son of a king whose kingdom will soon merge with King Stephen, and falls in love. Maleficent tricks Aurora into pricking her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel, and Aurora falls into a deep sleep. The following action for this film is when Prince Philip is captured by Maleficent, and the three fairy godmother help him to get out from Maleficent castle. Prince Philip have to defeat Maleficent, who turned into a dragon. The resolution for this film is with the help of the three fairy godmother, Maleficent was defeated by Prince Philip. Prince Philip then kisses Aurora and the curse is broken, and they live happily ever after.
This is a critique on the movie's Maleficent's setting, music, and soundwise. The composer for this film is James Newton Howard. He is a renowned American composer. Composed movies such as The Dark Knight, Pretty Woman, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, to name a few. Maleficent is just another installment to showcase his craft in music. The movie Maleficent will be directly compared to Disney's 1959 Sleeping Beauty. To stress this, the movie Maleficent is a movie that is able to utilize its soundtrack to amplify the experience of the viewers compared to Sleeping Beauty, which is a musical animated movie. Maleficent started off with a narrator telling about long ago in a faraway land where mythical creatures exist. There was this fairy named Maleficent. With her majestic wing, she can oversee everything in the malls. The king had a daughter named Aurora who had been cursed with a death-like sleep if she pricked her hands on the needle of a spinning machine before the sun sets on her 60th birthday. Thus, she was hidden from the world and every spinning machine was destroyed. Maleficent took a liking in Aurora, but as fate wills, she fell into a dead-like sleep and only true love kiss can wake her up. With a very medieval intro music, the movie set itself in a time where technology is not yet progressed to a modern era. With the help of choir singing, it also set a fantasy-like tone where magic exists. This is similar to Sleeping Beauty as the time setting is very similar. The main difference of these two movies is the tone, where Maleficent sounding more serious and mature, Sleeping Beauty on the other hand is more upbeat, up to even when Prince Philip was fighting the dragon. This shows the intended audience for each movie. The movie also changes as Maleficent grows physically and mentally as her childish demeanor are complemented with an upbeat score, but later evolved into a dramatic one as she grew and darkened. I find this particularly interesting as Sleeping Beauty's character were one adjective driven, such as the writer's king or the evil spirit. In conclusion, the movie Maleficent is not the greatest movie to utilize its soundtrack, but it is able to at least draw the attention of the viewer closer to the movie. Compared to Sleeping Beauty, the setting for music and soundtrack is lacking. In short, Maleficent has its shortcomings, but being compared to a musical film, it is what it is.
Hi, I'm Farzana binti Masedwa. So here I'm going to talk about the characters between Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent. There are three main characters in Sleeping Beauty, which is Princess Aurora, Maleficent, and Prince Philip. But in Maleficent, there is a little bit change of the main characters' development. Beside Maleficent and Princess Aurora, in Maleficent movie, King Stephen becoming one of the main characters instead of Prince Philip. As known by many, a storytale will always have the villain and the good ones. Same goes to the movie of Sleeping Beauty. Different with Maleficent movie, there show us an unimaginable twist of a few main characters' personality from the story of Sleeping Beauty. It's really shocking when the villain in the Sleeping Beauty is actually used to be a good person, and the person that we believe the good one is the person who unexpectedly do the bad things and turns out to be the villain. This all character twist is shown in Maleficent. For example, in Sleeping Beauty, Maleficent is only known as a true evil fairy who is scared by many and the one who places a curse upon the baby Princess Aurora, which is the only daughter of King Stephen. But in Maleficent, they shows us the background stories of Maleficent's life. She is such a really lovely person back then until someone who she really believes ruined her trust, and that's the turning point of her life becoming into an evil fairy. But as time passes, we can see the character of Maleficent slowly shows a positive progress. I'm saying this because she is the one who actually taking care of Princess Aurora in the jungle from afar, where the three pixies brought her after the curse. The fact that Maleficent is really care of Princess Aurora is proven when in the end she is the one who saved the day through her overwhelming love for Aurora. Meanwhile, contrary to what we think, a lovely protective father of King Stephen in Sleeping Beauty was not the good guy we believe he was, and he was ambitious man who was Maleficent's loved one when she was younger. After getting King Henry's confidence by betraying Maleficent, he later became the king. How disappointing. Anyway, in my point of view, I like the version of Maleficent movie more because of the character's development is so incredible. And I'm amazed on how they portrayed evil in different perspectives. What I learned is that what seems evil may not be so evil after all.
Hello, my name is Nolaila Shakila binti Abdul Rajak, BB181108661, a member of Blinding Lights group from section 11. This is my film critic video for the movie Sleeping Beauty vs. Maleficent. The movie Sleeping Beauty is a widely known folklore. The Sleeping Beauty movie was focused on Princess Aurora's story being cursed by Maleficent, who initially felt heartbroken, and also she felt she was left out because King Stefan did not invite her to the party, birthday party. Meanwhile, in Maleficent, the story flipped 180 degree, where Aurora was telling her side of tale and told the history of Maleficent being betrayed by King Stefan, who stole her wings. In my opinion, the point of view of the story is different but has some similarities. When in the movie Maleficent, Aurora told that Maleficent is a very loving and kind hearted person who was betrayed by her own greedy father, King Stefan. Which is like an eye opener, where in the end of the movie, Aurora stated that the story is not quite as you told, which further making the bias in the movie Sleeping Beauty more obvious, and how Maleficent were not portrayed truthfully. Like, why suddenly Maleficent would curse baby Aurora just because of being uninvited? Logically, no one, especially someone powerful as Maleficent, would be that petty, except there are strong reasons that led her to curse baby Aurora. Plus, the story of Sleeping Beauty movie was not told by the king or queen or Aurora herself. It was obvious that the story was told by some other people, where the credibility of the story can be questioned. That's all for now. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Melissa and I will talk about the theme for Maleficent 1 and Sleeping Beauty. First of all, I will talk about Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty has two themes. First, Sleeping Beauty is about a true love that conquers all. In this film shows that true love is instant and permanent. Once Briar Rose sees the mysterious stranger, she falls for him completely and irrevocably. The fairies cannot face Rose even when they tell her she is really a princess, and Rose cannot accept that she will soon marry a prince. True love has utter faith and never questions itself. For instance, as Philip tried to escape from the Forbidden Fortress, he encountered Maleficent to attack him. He never questioned once why he is doing it. So the success of the true love matters not only to the lovers involved, but to the other people as well. If Philip and Aurora do not unite, the entire kingdom will crumble. From this film, we can see that the true love is rare and special. Not everyone can have it. Second, this film is about home, where the heart is. Home environments provide the crucial foundation for the love and goodness. We can see Stefan and his wife have each other and share a longing for their daughter. The three fairies have one another and also raise Briar Rose to 16 years old. And also, Hubert has his son and presumably a wife back in his kingdom. As for Maleficent, Maleficent has only her Raven as her companion, so Sleeping Beauty shows that families provide support. All of the characters have their own companion, their family that always support them, which shows that their home is where their heart is. Next, we move to the Maleficent one. After watching Sleeping Beauty, then you should be familiar with the evil fairy queen who cast a sleeping spell on Princess Aurora. However, this story is not like the original 1959 version. Instead, we encounter a different kind of fairy, such as playful, friendly, innocent, and carefree. In this film, more to clarify why Maleficent took out her anger on a tiny baby. This story is everything about she does afterwards in reaction to the loss of her maternity, her womanhood, and her softness. There are several transformations that are key learning experiences or teachable moments that one can take note of. Maleficent 1 is about love and relationship. In this film, they are not only showing the relationship between Aurora and Philip, but also pointed out the relationship between Aurora and Maleficent. From this film, we can see the good side of Maleficent when she have to take care of Aurora, which the girl that she used to take revenge for the betrayal that Stephen had started. Moreover, it is not Philip that can save Aurora from the sleeping spell, but Maleficent itself because of their stronger relationship, but that built up the true love between them. Maleficent had treated Aurora like her own daughter because of Aurora's kindness. True love conquers between Aurora and Maleficent. So this film is trying to tell the viewers that the evil one can turn into a kind-hearted person when the love conquers them. In conclusion, both films had presented the aspects of theme clearly, and both films is really related to a true love that conquers all.